Hey guys, it's your friendly Asian buddy, Ryan. So today I'm not going to make a review. We're just gonna talk about this RTA. What I'm talking about is the Dwarf MTL, the first version. So this is more of an appreciation video. Cause as you all guys knew, they all released the newer version, the Dwarf MTL FL. So this is more like so you guys would see how this company stepped it up, fixed all the issues on this RTA, and made an even better RTA. So let's take a closer look on the Dwarf, the first version, the OG RTA. So this is the Dwarf MTL 22mm. Look at that. It's looking really nice. Lovely. So this is how it would look like on different mods. So this is how it would look like on the Vaponaut La Petite. It's looking really beautiful on this combination. So I always end up with this setup. I love this setup a lot. Just looking so perfect. And this is with the Series B. Still looking really sexy. So the Vaponaut and the Series B are my always go-to partner with the Dwarf MTL22. Looking really nice. And still looking sexy as well with the Aspire mix. So I'm showing it to you guys so you guys would get an idea on how it would look like on different mods. Because this is like the MTL mods on the market right now. So you will get an idea on how they would look like. Still, it looks pretty well with the Aspire mix and the Hastur mod. Well, some of these mods are reviewed already, so I'll put a link up top if you guys want to check it out. Wow, it's looking really sexy on the Hastur mod. And lastly, the Pico. See how awesome this tank is? It basically goes well with looks on every silver mods you have in there. So yeah, I'm really digging it and I like this RTA a lot. It just goes well with any single 18650 or single battery silver mods out there. It's just looking so beautiful. So this is the Dwarf MTL22. Well, I don't have the original packaging anymore since I bought it secondhand, and the first owner said that he doesn't have the original box anymore either. So let's take a look at the RTA. Yeah. So this RTA is very simple looking, yet very elegant. And I have a 5 ml tank with me. So if the tank is full, it lasts me for a day if I'm chain vaping it. Yep. But I think there are other tank sizes on their website. So you can go take a look. And on the bottom part, just have to focus. Alright. And on the bottom part, you'll see a serial number and a writing that says Dwarf MTL and a cat logo. It's very neat. And I like how everything is flat in here. Yep, that's one of the things that makes this RTA looking so elegant. And I like the clear, oops, alright, and I like the clear glass tank they have in here. It's looking so neat because all you can see is the thin chamber inside and the build deck at the bottom is hidden. So I really like the looks. So it is bottom fill, but I really don't mind because most high-end RTAs are bottom fill. Plus it will give you a cleaner look because the top side of the RTA is flat. So, but if you guys want a top fill, you can buy it separately on their website. They have steam tuners, top fill and bottom fill in Plexi and Ultem. Well, I'm not a big fan of Plexi because sometimes unknowingly I vape those tank cracker juices like cinnamon, like this one right here. And their top fill kit only comes with Plexi. So I get the Ultem version instead. And here's how it looks like with the Ultem. So with the steam tuners kit, you'll be able to see all the juices including the build deck. Well, there's no juice on it yet, but it gets clearer once there's liquid inside it. So let's take a look inside the build deck. So this chimney that surrounds the build deck is a little bit harder to get off. So what I do is I'll attach it to the mod or a stand because it's really hard to get this off. So I just use my flathead screw and pop it out like this. So this is the inside and I got the stock insert, but you can also order other inserts on their website. So these are the inserts that I got. The first owner of this RTA already had them, so I didn't have to order on their website. But I really don't know the sizes of the inserts though, since there's nothing written on it. So what I guess is you just have to use it and see what insert is gonna work for you. Well, surprisingly, the stock insert was already amazing for me. So I just kept on using it. And here is the build deck. It was a really simple build deck. It's the same like those old build decks where you have to wrap your coil legs underneath the screw. So that's a little bit on the bad side, but we're not here to talk about the cons, are we? Yeah, because this RTA is basically discontinued, means they're not going to produce any more MTL RTAs like this because they already have the newer version, which they call the MTL-FL. So they fix everything on the newer version, the chimney and the build deck. See, it is now in plastic and they already have those clamps, which the original version doesn't. So we'll talk about that on another review. We're here to talk about the OG version first. So the magic of flavor begins on this chamber. As you can see, there's no airflow adjustments, so you'll have to rely on your insert, but still it can go to a very tight yet very smooth airflow. So that's just awesome. And that's everything. So let's put a build on it and I can't wait to vape on it. So I'll be using the Vandy Vape Superfine MTL Fuse Clapton wire. I have it at 2.5 ID, 6 loops. So, this is how we gonna wick my cotton. I just put it like this. Make sure that your holes are going to the sides of the cotton. And cut them right about here. So like about that. Give it a little brush. So this is how it's supposed to look like. I know it's not the cleanest build, but it's gonna taste so good. And I'll be using the 5-pawn Grandmaster. Smells really good. Just put a little first. Oh, I almost forget the never forget cap. Or else you'll get flooded everywhere. And that's it. Let's vape, shall we? So there you have it. The Dwarf. The first version. Dwarf MTL. The OG. The original. So I'm not going to talk about cons because they already fixed it with the Dwarf MTL FL. So I'm just going to tell you guys something. This is the most flavorful tank that I ever had. I'm not kidding, I'm not even exaggerating. Like some tanks might come close but not as good as this one. So maybe I'll just rate it from the flavor. Hmm. Well, this is the most flavorful tank that I had, and I can't think of any other tanks that is on par with this tank. So for the flavor, I will give it a 10, 9.5 or 10. That's how good the flavor on this tank is. Really. Well, the Dwarf MTLFL, I know they already fixed some issues, but they are some hardware issues. But the concept is the same, so you guys get the idea. I'm really enjoying this tank. For me, this is the best tank that I had. Mm, that's it. I think this MTL tank, the first version, is already discontinued. Um, the companies are only releasing the FL versions, but still, if you manage to get one of these or the FL version, you won't get disappointed. You're gonna love it. That's how good this tank is. So that's it. If you guys like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below on what you want me to review next. Peace.